Alright, so it has begun. I've got stuff opened up here. I ran the first extension cord, took this, nailed it in there, around the back, and down here, hooked that onto there, and plugged the extension cord in at the side of the house. So this is now live. I used this extension cord for the drill to drill the holes to start putting the mount up for the TV. So now that I've got that done, that extension cord there is going to go up here and run along there and come down right over here behind the TV. Just like this. All the way over to there. Okay, a couple days later, the same day that I finished off filming, the last time I finished up this stuff, getting these lights up here. Well, first I finished putting the TV up. You can see it there in the corner. And then I put up the lights all around the inside here, like I was talking about doing. The lights also plug in to this power outlet here, string up the back and around, and get a close-up of these. It's like solid glass with little air bubbles in them. Those are so cool. We've got a remote for the TV and for the light string. You see those turn on with the push of a button. TV is on up there. And this is a smart TV, of course, so it's hooked up to our internet. We've got Netflix, Prime, Hulu, Disney, everything we need on there. All these lights around here, you can use this remote to change the colors, like make them red, or let's see, you can do blue or green or even white. Gonna have to figure out where to put the remotes to store them somewhere out here. So I might have to connect like some kind of a little box or something right here that has a sealable lid, so you can put the things in there and seal it so it'll be safe from the rain. And I want to build some kind of a shelf over here along the edge of the hot tub so that I can have like a towel and the remote sitting there, the remote for the TV at least, you know, my phone or whoever's sitting there or whatever, because when you're sitting in the hot tub, everything's wet. Your hands are wet, your whole body's wet. So you have to have that towel there so you can dry your hands off in order to use your phone or the remote or whatever. Once I get everything else finished over here on this side of the deck, I'm going to show you guys how the whole thing looks all together. We'll even open up the hot tub and get it bubbling so you can see just how awesome this whole backyard oasis is. Okay, so I've been working for a few hours setting this stuff up. I've been watching Seinfeld up here, and I have the furniture set up here. This is not the way that it will finally be set up, just kind of where I set it as I get done with each piece. Doesn't look bad though, actually looks pretty dang good, even set up like this. But I still have the griddle and the grill to bring around, and I also have a cabinet that's going to go right here, and it'll pretty much take up that entire space right there. We're going to put towels and the chemicals for the hot tub and things like that in it. So it is coming along, but I'm about pooped for tonight, so I'm going to I think bring those other things around so they're on the deck. It's not supposed to rain for at least a week here, and that way they'll be out here tomorrow morning for me to get started again bright and early. Okay, next day. I don't even know how many days we've been working on this so far. So we put the covers on the furniture last night, mainly because there's a lot of birds out here, and with the tree branches being right above, they like to perch up there and crap. So so we went ahead and put the covers on the chairs and the table and the couch last night. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, we got it on there, but I don't want to have to do this every single night. So we're gonna just watch these for a couple nights and see what happens. It doesn't look like any birds have pooped on them so far. So after a couple nights, if we're good to go, we probably won't put them on again unless it's gonna like pour rain or something. But so we did that, and last night before I finished up, I brought these two boxes out. One of these is the extra large utility cabinet, and I also brought the gas grill out here. This thing is absolutely enormous, and we still have the 36-inch griddle in the garage. But I'm gonna start with these two things this morning, get these done, and then I'll bring the griddle out, and hopefully I will have all of those done today. I've also got this giant growing pile of cardboard down here that I'm gonna have to cut up and take out to the recycling bin. And there's even a few more things that I want to be doing, but you probably won't see in this video. Of course, I don't know, maybe you will. But I need to get a couple of speakers for the TV, because you cannot hear the TV when the jets are on in the hot tub. So I need to get a couple of speakers and mount them somewhere like up here that it's facing away from the rest of the neighborhood. I'm very worried about bothering my neighbors with the sound of that TV. So I want to figure that out, find the perfect place to mount those, and then like turn them on and walk around the perimeter and see, you know, like the perfect volume that I can have it where it's not going to be invasive to the neighborhood. Okay, many hours later, we have this done and the first grill. I have the hot tub going just so that it's kind of cycling a little bit, trying to cool it down a little bit so it's a little bit more tolerable in these warmer temperatures. It's up in the 80s today, but as I said, these are the two things that I have built today so far. The first being the shelving unit that I was talking about. And if we come over here, you can see where there are shelves inside there. Plenty of shelves to keep whatever we need to pertaining to things out here on the deck. Turn that off so you can hear me a little bit better. But anyways, right now I just have some things put in here, like the grill cover here. This actually came with the grill. I have a TV cover that I ordered off of Amazon for, it's a waterproof cover. We got this sign here that Marion got me for my birthday. I'm going to be putting up probably right over here. And some tool sets for the grills. But we're going to be having towels in there and the chemicals and basically anything else that we may need, you know, to put in there from out here on the deck. And here is the first grill. Well, this one's a grill, the other one's a griddle, but this thing is enormous. I cannot wait to start grilling some hot dogs and hamburgers on there. Look at that thing. How awesome is that? And it takes up a lot of space too. It is huge. And with the other griddle, we're gonna need to rearrange this stuff. This stuff is all probably gonna be moved this way a little bit, and both grills are gonna be down there along that end of the porch. Oh guys, it is 9 p.m. I've been at this for about 12 hours now today, and I finally got the griddle finished, except for the knobs. There are 5 knobs that go on the front, and I am so exhausted I don't even want to put those on. But I promised myself I would have this done tonight, so I'm gonna get those knobs on there, and then I will show you guys how all this stuff looks. All right, it is the next day. I got everything done up there, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. But first, I gotta show you this. Look at this giant mess here. All these boxes and styrofoam that now I'm gonna have to spend this entire day going through and cutting down and taking over to the recycle unit. How crazy is all of this? Gazebo, furniture, cabinet, and 2 giant grills. That was a lot of work. Okay, let's go up here and I'll show you. So here's how the deck looks from down here, despite the mess over there. We'll go on up here. Here's our little seating arrangement here. We messed around with this a lot this morning and figured that this would be the best way to do it. As we look down this way, you can see the giant griddle that we have here, the giant grill that we have over here, and then we have the cabinet over here, the gazebo over the hot tub. The hot tub is bubbling. We got the lights up around here and the TV going over here. So this is what it looks like from this angle. Here's from the opposite side. the lounging area with the grills. And here's how it looks from the other end where the couch is. Pretty awesome, guys. So the furniture set here, the pit group, the 2 chairs, the table, and the couch, those all came from Sam's Club. The little extra throw pillows, the accent pillows, came from Lowe's. These 2 griddles both came from Sam's Club. And okay, so this one is a griddle. It's like a big Blackstone. And this one is a regular grill. We're going to be making some serious burgers on that tonight. Oh, I can't wait. The cabinet came from Lowe's. These lights up here, as well as the TV, both came from Sam's. The gazebo came from Lowe's, and the hot tub came from Great Escape. And the deck itself came from, I guess, Home Depot, because that's where we got all the wood and the lights to do that. This stuff over here, just to tell you, the owl and this black table were both here when we moved in. So we cleaned up the table, we kept the owl, because if you can see, the eyes actually light up at night, and it helps to keep the birds away. And then of course we have our little citronella candle here that we can light to keep the insects away, and that works pretty good. All right, guys, it is nighttime out here. I'm going to show you how this looks. First, I have the bright white lights on up here so that you can see over here behind me. Now, I can see this better than you can probably see it on the video. In fact, it looks a little bit blurry, but yeah, it won't even focus because it's too dark out here. But basically, we have the group setting over here. You can see we got our little candle going here, and then the lights are on around the deck. There's the 2 grills. There's the hot tub over there. We turn on the lights on the hot tub. We got the red lights on there right now and get it bubbling, and I'll show you how this looks when we use our remote here to make these lights up above red. Look at that. That is pretty dang cool. Now, red just happens to be the darkest color on these lights for some reason, so it looks really cool. It ties in awesome with the hot tub. And then you can see up here we've got our TV going, so we can watch some Netflix or something. And just for the heck of it, I'll show you a couple other colors here. There we got green and blue, and then we're back to the bright. So there you go, guys. Just a good look at what we got going on here. Turn off the hot tub there, and man, I want to get back in there. I was just in there for a little bit. But yeah, so we got a good thing going on here, guys. Make sure you stick around, subscribe, give me a thumbs up and a comment below, and you never know what we will be doing next here.